In. Oh, N.
Yeah, very good. It's with an N at the end. So Me'eden. Perfect.
Me'eden.
Awesome. Okay. Amazing. Madeline, do you want to read the second line?
Vate led.
Perfect. And you got the tsere in there. You got the segel in there. That was perfect. Continue.
Okay. And then le kem. Alechem. Alechem.
Perfect. Exactly. Great correction. Alechem. You got a chaf in there. Awesome.
And then banefesh.
Amazing. Amazing. Banefesh. Awesome. And Karen, I know you know this flashcard, this screen, because we did it together. We practiced it together during the week. But still, I'm going to have you say line 3 if you don't mind.
Hare mes.
Yeah, perfect.
Sem.
So I'll do a more of a vaya, do more of a Y sound by the yud. Vayasem. Perfect.
Vayasem. Hayeled. Hayeled.
Yeah.
Lamad. Parach.
This one would be
Parach.
Do more of a segel sound, which is an e.
Perech.
Perfect. You got it.
It's the eggs.
Exactly.
Perech. And then para. Shat.
And the first letter of the mem, which you got correct, is an A sound. May parashat. Good.
May parashat. It's a snake eyes A, but Vayera.
Amazing.
Vayera. Oh,
yeah.
Vayera. Okay. Hazak.
Chazak. Good. Chazak means strong. Good. Awesome. Okay, and that ends our review of lesson 3. Any questions before we switch to the new lesson? Okay.
I have a question of the yud.
Sure. Go ahead.
So if the yud has the vowels under it, then it's a yeah or a ya. But if it's at the end of a word and it doesn't have anything, it's just silent?
Yeah. If there's no vowel under the letter, it's silent. Regardless of if it's an end of a word or even if it's in the middle of a word, it will still be silent. But if there is a vowel, it could make ya, ye, yeah, and you will learn today yo, you, ye, a whole bunch of different sounds depending on the vowel. So it'll take on the sound of the vowel, which means the letter itself is silent and it just follows the lead of the vowel. That's what a silent letter would mean.
And the same with an aleph?
Say again? And exactly, the same with an aleph, and the same with an ayin, and the same with a hey. So if I'm not mistaken, I think we'll narrow down to 4 letters that just take on the sound of the vowel.
Okay.
Awesome, great, that was perfect. Good question, awesome. And I need to, as we're gonna switch to today's lesson, it's really, I've said this before, inspiring, but usually I give this course in person. I'm very much an energy type of person. I feed off people's energy. And learning a computer is different, and especially when it's coming to learning a language, learning a whole new system. First of all, we're reading from right to left, and the vowels under the letters. There's a whole new curve, and I'm feeding off of your momentum and motivation in learning Hebrew. I don't think you're here just because I'm curious to learn a different language. You're here because it's Hebrew and it means something to you more than just a communication skill. It's more internal. And I really appreciate learning with you, even though it's over a screen. It's incredible to see your progress, literally in just 3 weeks, how much you could read. And you'll see by the end of today, you're almost fully on your way. We're going to be leaving out one vowel. That will be next week, and exceptions and some rules that are important. That'll be next week. But today we're going to be covering the rest of the vowels, besides for one. So after today, you're going to know 90% of Hebrew reading, which is incredible. Okay, I will be sharing my screen, and I'm really much looking forward to this. And here we go. Let's just make this big.
Rabbi, I'm really very protective of my husband. You didn't ask him to read. We did go over, he didn't get a chance to
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I followed what the other were eating.
First of all, it's amazing that you're protective of your husband. You should definitely keep on being that way. It wasn't at all in a spiteful way. It was more just I didn't want to put him on the spot where he missed. That was lesson 3. He really missed it. I just feel it'll be inconsiderate of me to make him read vowels that I taught him in 30 seconds. So if he's up for it, that would be amazing if he would give it a shot. But I don't want to put him on the spot. If he's Emil, would you like me to ask you questions as we go along?
No, yeah, no, it's fine. I was reading to Karen a little bit yesterday.
Oh, perfect.
I went over it with him.
But it's
Oh,
very
okay, I misunderstood that from the beginning. It just seemed like he
Yeah.
didn't know the vowels. I just didn't want to
Yeah.
feel like
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
putting
you.
him on the spot.
I'm-
But of course, if he's up for it, I would love it for sure. Perfect. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I would be glad to do that. I'm just going to try to maximize the letters here. Hold on one second. There we go. Got it. Okay. So now we're going to learn a new vowel. This is different than the vowels you've learned until now. It's a little confusing. Let me just start with the basics. Just focus on this dot over here. This vowel is actually found only at the top of the letter, which is different than what we've learned until now. Because till now, all the vowels were beneath the letter. The only thing we've had on the top was if it's a shin or a sin. But now we're actually going to have a vowel that's going to be found above a letter. It's called the cholam. Either the cholam is a dot that's found on top of a letter like this. But sometimes, not sometimes, often, you'll also find it looking like this, a dot above a vav. But in this case, the vav is not a letter. The vav is actually part of the vowel, which means when you see these two things, it just makes the vowel sound. It may sound confusing. I'm going to show you in a minute exactly what that means. But either way, whenever you see this dot on the top of a letter, it makes an O sound. It goes O. So let's say to say Karen's last name, which is Cole, to go O of Cole, you would actually need this cholam on top of the kaf of your last name. So that goes ko. So we're going to learn it as ko or O. Is the name of the vowel is cholam. I think I have it spelled right here at the bottom. Cholam. And it goes O. And just interesting to note, if a person is more Ashkenazic, they would actually pronounce this as ay. Like a chaylam, they would say. Or ayve comes from ay, which actually is the same vowel, just as pronounced a little differently. O or ay, but we're going to be pronouncing it as O, which is the much more common way. But for the Yiddish speaker out there, they would actually pronounce this as ay instead of O.
Yeah, so question. So it's an O like the English pronunciation of the O? Or,
Yeah, like OH.
Or the European pronunciation, which is a O.
Oh, I never knew they're European. It's OH. We pronounce it as O.
Yeah, so there's an O and there's an O.
Okay, I'm not sure the difference exactly. I hear the difference. I would say the O, the second way you just said. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The way I always remember it is, think of the word Torah, which is the soul of the Jews. Torah and soul. Torah has an O sound on top of the tuf, toe, Torah, and is the soul of the Jew. So it makes the O sound. Let's see it inside now together.
Okay.
Oh, I have a headache. That's how you remember when the dot is on top. It's on by the head. Okay, so now this is actually, I'm just going to show you the difference. We're going to start with this one. So over here, you see you have an aleph, but next to it, you have what looks like a letter. But when it's with this dot at top of it, it's actually, this is not a letter anymore. It's not a vav. This is totally the vowel. So together, this actually just pronounces the sound O. And this pronounces the sound bo, vo, go, and do. So again, you have this dot, sometimes it's just on its own above a letter, or sometimes it's above this line, or vav, but it's not a vav. This is actually part of the vowel. I'm going to read all of them, and then we're going to take questions. 'Cause I know this is a curve in our learning, because now we have a vowel on top, number one, and also it's on top of a letter, which looks like a letter. So I'll say all of them, and then we'll try to get a better understanding. Ho, vo. So again, this is a perfect way of learning it. You have the vav, and then you have the vowel with the cholam. You have this is vo. This is zo, cho, to, yo, ko, cho, lo, mo, no, so, o, po, fo, right? Because the pay makes the P sound. Po and fo, because that's the F sound. So, that's the tzaddik. So, so, ko, ro, sho, so, to, and toe. So to spell the word Torah, you would have this tough with the cholam right there. Awesome. Okay, well, now it's mixed up a little bit. I'm actually going to give it to you guys to read. Are there any questions of this vowel before we continue? Okay, Emil, I'll start with you actually. Go ahead with this vowel. The first two lines you can read.
So, so, bo, o, that's ko,
Good.
toe.
Great. You can read the next line as well.
Okay, let's see. The first thing is blocked out with the.
Oh, the speaker view?
Yeah, it's blocked by the screen on the side. I see.
Okay, you could switch to.
I moved it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Row, go, po, ko,
Good.
mo, so, yo, show.
Awesome. Okay, awesome. Karen, you want to read the last two lines?
O, lo, so, vo,
Good.
vo, ko, so, do, to, ko, no, fo, ho, to.
Awesome. And just this one over here, I would do a chaf sound, so do cho instead of ko,
Oh.
because exactly. Awesome. Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, now the same exact vowel, but this time it's without that vav on next to it. This is just the, this one is just the dot on the top left of a letter. So this one would be O. It's the same pattern as before, sometimes it's found with the vav complementing it, and sometimes it's found just as the dot on the top left of a letter. So this would be O, bo, vo, go, do, ho. I'm going to go a little quick because I'm assuming we get the picture of it, but if you want me to slow down, of course I can. Vo, zo, cho, to, yo, ko, cho, lo, mo, no, so, o, ho, fo, so, ko, ro. So this is a very interesting one. This is a confusing one. Everyone look at this shin. So this dot on the top right is actually telling you it's a shin. This dot on the top left is actually telling you it makes a O sound. So that's the cholam vowel, and that's the shin symbol. Because the shin, the dot is on the right side, and that makes an O sound. So this would be show. So, toe, and toe. So the point is sometimes the cholam sound makes O. Sometimes it's found just on the top left of a letter, like here. But sometimes it's found with what looks like a vav underneath it. But again, it makes the same O sound.
Excuse me, Rabbi, but
Sure.
on the so,
Yeah.
going back, there's no double dot on the
So is
left.
that perfect? Exactly.
Know that?
Yes. So on the sin, You're talking about in this one, right? The sin, there's no double dot. So it's a shared dot, meaning when you see this, that dot takes the place of both.
Easy.
Meaning this would be both telling you it's a sin, and that dot would also be telling you makes a so sound.
And we would just learn over time which words require
That,
so versus
yeah,
sin.
you will get the hang of it over time.
Yeah.
And I'm actually giving an advanced Hebrew reading class, and they asked me, like, why do they have to do it that way? Just put 2 dots there and help us out over here.
Exactly.
And sometimes they do. A lot of times you'll just have the full vav underneath on the side of it. But again, I have no idea. I'm with you on it. But my assumption is that in the olden days, the writing was very sparse. They were trying to save any piece of paper that they were able to fit any letters on because of poverty, and also this is before printing, when they were just copying siddur, prayer books. So I'm assuming they were just trying to save as much ink and as much space as possible. And you'll see more in other letters. There's also a shared dot as we go along. I think that's the reason. In lesson 5, I'll hopefully elaborate on that a little bit more. I don't know the full reason, but that's my assumption. Just to give you an example, our Rebbe, his father was the chief rabbi in a city in Ukraine in the 30s, and from the 1907, he got arrested in 1939 for his staunch commitment to Judaism and not compromising the standards when he was being intimidated and forced to compromise, and he said no. It's a long story, but he ended up getting arrested and sent to 5 years of exile in Kazakhstan, and that's where he died from plague and hunger, and he's buried there. But in his last few years, his wife joined him. The Rebbe's mother went there to be with him and to support him in exile. And the biggest pain he had is he couldn't write his Torah teachings. He couldn't write his thoughts. So she would actually go to the field and make ink from the herbs of the fields. She would make ink, and he would write. He didn't really have books. He had only a few Torah books that he was able to smuggle with him. So on all the sides of all the margins of the page, you see all of his writings. It's incredible. And we have not a lot. We have some of the writings that she was able, after he died, and she was smuggled out of Russia in the late 40s. She took some of the writings out with her, and later they got published. But we have the originals in 770 in the Chabad headquarters, and you see like the different colors of the ink. Sometimes it's purple, green, based on the blend that she was able to make from the herbs that day. But my point is, they were so not cheap, but so desperate for any page, and so things that were very limited. And maybe that's part of the sharing capacity, but that is a good question. Awesome. Okay, let's try to take this page. I'm assuming you're getting the hang of it, but again, it's just so, to, ro, and again, here's a good example. This is show, no, cho, fo, go, ko, so, po, zo, o, to, ho, cho, and this is, Don, what you were speaking about, is so, o, bo, ko. These are 2 good ones next to each other. This is the tet, and that's the mem. So this is to, and then mo. I know a lot of times that could be confusing. Yo, vo, lo, do. And this one would just be the vowel of it, I'm assuming, or maybe it's vo, maybe it's the vo, because there's a dot and a vav. We'll have to figure that out. Let's see as we go along. Okay, so now we're putting it into real words. These are all proper words in Hebrew, but only using the O sound. So I'll say the first line, and then we'll get the hang of it together. Over here, they're right away mixing both symbols of the vowel. Both make the O sound. This would be bo, cho, lo. So now, if you would take off, let's say in this last word I just said, if you would take off that aleph and just leave the lamed with the dot on the top left, it would still make lo. because the aleph is actually a silent letter. And the same is with the hey. If you would take off the hey from cho, it would still make cho, because as long as you have that symbol, that vowel there, it's cho. So Madeline, this is what we were talking about at the beginning, is that these are like the silent letters, and the same is with bo. You have the vowel cholam over there, and that's the aleph that's silent. So this would be bo.
Does it change the word to leave the aleph, the hey, or the aleph off? And so it still sounds like lo, but does it change the word because it changes the number?
So that's a good question. So when it comes only to a two-letter word, there is actually no Hebrew letter. There's no Hebrew word that's actually made up of one letter. So it would need to have a second letter here, but it would change the meaning if there's a letter there of hey or aleph or not, even if it's not pronounced. Yeah, it's part of the. It could be part of the root of the word. Yeah, and the number of it exactly. Okay, Karen, could I have you read line 2?
Ko, po, vo, oto.
Exactly. Oto is how you say a car in Hebrew. It's called an oto. Emil, do you want to read line 3?
Yeah. Pono,
Perfect.
Yomo,
Amazing. Good. Because that's good.
Soho, Oto.
Perfect. And for this one, I would actually go kocho, because that's a kaf, makes the K sound. Kocho. Yeah, perfect. Great. And Madeline, do you want to read the last line?
Sure, I can't see it. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Chovo,
Nice.
kolo, shono.
Great. Okay. Awesome. Amazing. That's really well done. Great. Okay, Don, do you want to read the first 2 lines of this page? And I'll minimize this.
Sorry. The first 2 lines?
Yeah.
Okay. Doro, doro. Ko, so.
Nice.
Odo, so, fo.
Amazing. Continue.
Odo, oto, otot, otot.
Yeah.
Ho, vo,
Chavot. Exactly. Very good. And for this first word of the second line, I would do more of a H sound at the beginning. So this would be hodo instead of odo. Because the hey is pronounced because it has a vowel. Awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Great. Karen, you want to read the last 2 lines?
Sure. Sodot.
Yep.
Olot. Borot.
Nice. Continue.
Orot.
Mm-hmm.
Homot.
Nice.
Dorot.
Amazing. Okay, now we're going to be combining this newly introduced vowel, the cholam, together with other vowels that we know already from before, the kamatz, the patach, the tzerei, and the segel. So it's going to go like this. I'll read the first line. O-ta, chola, and do-da. Madeline, do you want to read the next 2 lines?
Yado,
Perfect.
kova,
Nice.
kovai. Is that right?
Are you kova?
Kova.
Yeah, very good.
And nada.
Amazing.
Noda.
Yeah, no doubt. You can read the next line as well.
Okay, I have to move okay. Hoda.
Nice.
Hello.
Nice.
Bore.
Nice. Borei. Good.
Bore. Sorry.
Oh, like we say in the blessing, Borei Peri Hagafen. So it's
Yeah.
Borei, which means to create. Very good.
Okay, and then Hotse.
Awesome. Hotsei. And Emil, you want to read the last line? And just the 2 dots beneath the letter, those would make an A sound. It's called a tsere. So you could try to read the last line. Go ahead.
De.
Oh.
Oh, that's a dode.
Nice.
P.
So this would be A. So A fo.
Okay, A. Yeah. O.
A fo. Good.
That's B.
Oh. Hey. Oh. Oh.
Bege.
So this
Bege.
would be boche, because this the
okay.
bet has the
Oh,
cholam vowel
okay.
next to it. So this would be
Okay.
bo, and this would be che.
Okay.
Boche. Awesome.
Okay, good.
Awesome. Thank you. Let's go further. There we go. Okay. Madeline, you want to read the first line?
Okay. Olam,
Nice.
Otam,
Mm-hmm.
Chotam,
Nice.
To, yeah, To.
So that's a
Oh.
tet. You got it right, and it makes it with a kametz. So go ta. So this would be tahor.
Tahor.
Tahora.
Tahor.
Tahor.
Awesome. Very
Thank
good.
you.
Karen, you want to read the second line?
Mosar.
Nice.
Ovar.
Yeah.
Var. Hovat.
Mm-hmm.
Hot.
Nice. And Don, you want to read the third line?
Show may row. Shomero.
Yeah, and that's interesting where they put the dot. You see it also just in the middle of on the top, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's interesting that it's not. I don't know if that. It's interesting where it is. Yeah, but you're right. Shomero. Good.
Okay. O share.
Nice.
O re orev.
Nice.
May o mayof.
Nice. And Emil, you want to read the last line?
The last line. Bokeh.
Good. Boker. Good.
Wow. Ku. Nu. I can't figure that out yet.
Nosh.
No, nosh.
Nice.
Hey, your.
Heyot. Very good. And the first word of that line we're very familiar with. Boker means morning, like Boker Tov, as we started today. Awesome. Okay. We're learning a new vowel. This, we know a vowel underneath a letter that has 2 dots and one that has 3 dots. But now we're going to learn a vowel underneath a letter that only has 1 dot. And this is a good one. It's an E sound. So we have E, we have A, we have A, we have O, but now we're adding an E. This is called a chirik. And chirik both make the E sound. So it's a good, it's appropriate name for the vowel. But even more than knowing the name of it is how to pronounce it, and it goes E. So like both my boys, they have the E in their name, Levi or Yassi. So both of them have the E in there. And a good trick, the ball goes underneath the letter like a squeak button.
Good.
Okay.
Can I ask you, Rabbi? I have
Sure.
I don't know, my ear just doesn't, it's fighting picking this up. Would you contrast that with the Tishrei, please?
With the tere? Sure. So the tere would go A.
Yeah, yeah.
Tere would go A,
Uh-huh.
and this would go E. And I'm going to go through the alphabet,
Good.
but it makes the E sound. So let's start from the top. This would go E, B, V, G, D, He, V, Z, Chi, T, Yi, Ki, Chi, Li, Mi, Ni. So actually to say Emil, the mem would be used for the mil part, and C, E, P, Phi, and actually Karen, for your Hebrew name, which is Tzipora, you would start off your name with a tzaddik and a chirik to make Tzi. Ki, Ri, Shi, Si, Ti, and Ti. Okay, so now it's just a little bit more mixed up, but it's the same letters and sounds. It goes Ti, Shi, He, Ri, E, Ki, Ti, Chi, Di, Ni, Li, Vi, Si, Yi, Pi, Chi, Gi, E, T. Oh, E-T. That's a good one. C, Z, B, T, Phi, Mi, Ki, and V. All right, now let's put those in real words. All right. So the first line is, and it seems like actually all of these have the silent yud at the end. So this would be ki, mi, and he. So interesting, over here you have two silent letters, and it really doesn't really do much to the word other than pronouncing the hey with the chirik again. It's he. And then some of you may be familiar with this word. On the Kiddush on Friday night, we say Yom HaShishi. And the words in the way it's spelled in Hebrew is Shishi means the sixth day. And it's spelled like this, Shi. That's how you say the sixth day. And then Giti. Giti is actually...
To tell me, right? To Giti.
So Gitti is actually a name in Hebrew. Gitti. It's a nickname of Gittel, which is another Yiddish Hebrew name. But I'm wondering how you got tell me Gitti.
I was just thinking Tagidi.
Oh, Tagidi, that's Hebrew, right? Oh, good, interesting. Oh, thank you.
What is Tagidi? What does it
Tagidi
mean?
means to tell me.
Yeah, tell me.
But that's
Yeah,
with a dalet in there.
Tagidi.
Very good. It's so
Okay.
close. It's Tagidi instead of Tagiti. Very
Okay.
wow, interesting. How you picked that up? That's amazing. Good. Giti is more of a name. There was a. Did anyone watch a series Shtisel? It's a.
Yeah.
So I think one of the names in there was Gitti. Does that sound right? Anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be this
Okay.
Gitti,
Yeah.
and then Mi-P, BT, Libi.
Would you say
No.
that the second to last one in the second line, please,
Yeah,
again?
sure. Mi-P.
P. Okay, thank you.
BT, Libi, and Libi also is another Hebrew a name in Hebrew. Imi, Dini, Ishi, Nisi, Vichi, and Tiki, like a tiki torch. Just grammatical. If anyone cares about the comprehension of it and understanding more of the meanings, whenever you see, almost always, when you see a yud at the end, even if it's not pronounced, and Madeline, this is answering your question before, even though this is a silent yud, but it actually does a lot to the meaning of the word. Whenever there's a yud at the end, almost always, it actually means mine. Like a Hebrew word, ani, you may be familiar, ani means me or mine. Whenever there's a yud at the end, it makes whatever you're talking about mine. When I say my tissue box, it's actually all in one word, just with a yud at the end of the word. So let's just take this one as an example. When you see BT, it means my daughter. Bat or beat would mean daughter, but when you put a yud at the end, you make it e at the end, BT, it becomes my daughter. Or take this one, an ish means a man. Ishi means my husband, my man. It's making it mine. It's making it personal.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just using the mouse, but maybe I should. The last,
Bottom line.
word, the first word of the last line, ishi. It's just more of a side thing, kind of like a break in the middle. Ishi would mean my husband, is how you say it in Hebrew. Okay. We'll put this on you guys. Madeline, I'm starting with you for the first line.
Lisi, Gisi,
Good.
V, he,
Nice.
Hiti,
Nice.
Nisim.
Perfect. Awesome. Karen, you want to read the second line?
Hitzel,
Hitzil. Good.
Hitzil, Milim,
Nice.
Hibit,
Yeah, hibit.
Neivim.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, nivim. Very good.
Okay.
Let's see, Emil, you want to read the third line?
Yeah. Itzim.
Ishim. Good. It's a shin over there. Good.
May have
Nice.
see 10.
Chitim. Good. And Don, you want to read the last line?
Sure. I'm sorry. What am I doing? Shiri.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Shirin with a nun at the end.
Oh, with a, okay. And then Miti.
Nice.
Let's see. Ki.
Yeah, perfect. Keeping. Awesome. Great.
I don't know where to put the accent.
Right.
What?
I'm actually giving an advanced class now have graduates of our Hebrew reading course from the summer, and they asked to continue so they could keep on practicing and continue learning. So I'm giving more of those where to put the accent and where to put the emphasis on a word. Is it, let's say, Shabbat or Shabbat, right? So there's kind of ways to know where to put the accent. And we're kind of learning that in the advanced class. But now we're just working on the letters and the vowels.
Okay.
And we're doing great. Good. So we will continue. I'll read the first two lines just to give everyone more the context with bigger words. Ki be, che, si, be, mi, de, chi, bi, to, I, mo, tsilo. Tsilo. So some of you may be familiar with the word ima. Ima means a mother. But when you say imo, it means his mother. Whenever you do an O at the end, remember I was telling you before about the I at the end with a yud? That makes it mine. When you do an O at the end, it makes it his. So this would be, the imo would be his mother. Let's see. Karen, you want to read line 3? You know, read line 3 and 4. Read the last two.
Omi.
Yomi. Yeah, do the yud at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, even though, because that
Yomi.
vowel makes the yud pronounced. Yomi. Good.
Yomi. Hotse.
Yeah.
Oti.
Perfect.
Could it be a vote? So yeah, she vote. Show vote.
Say it again. You have a vav. You got
Oh, it's
right.
an E. It's an E.
Exactly. Very good.
She vote. Oh, I'm all lost.
No, it's fine. Take
She
your time.
vote.
Almost. So this is a vav, like you said,
She-
with a E. So it's she v.
Shavit.
CVT, because you see the
CVT.
tough has exactly a chirik underneath.
CVT.
And actually, shiviti is a word that's very commonly found in many synagogues. It's actually not the Chabad custom, but there's a verse in the Torah that says, Shiviti Hashem lenegdi tamid. I have Hashem, God is always in front of me, meaning everywhere I go, I know that God is with me. So many synagogues actually place that verse by the lectern or the podium where the cantor or the rabbi stands at the head of the front of services. They will put that above that verse, reminding us that when we're praying, God is right there in front of us, and we have to act with respect and have that mindfulness. But it's actually not the Chabad custom to have it there, because we don't only want to remind ourselves that God is in front of us in synagogue. God is in front of us all day, every day, wherever we are. So we don't want to emphasize that it's for services. It's actually more of a broader term that we have all the time. So anyway, the word is shiviti. And continue, Karen, the last line.
Imadi.
Perfect.
Mimeni.
Nice.
Ha. Misha.
Good. Does anyone know what chamisha means?
Misha.
Chamisha
5.
means 5. Very good, Karen. Awesome. I thought you would know that. Chamisha means 5.
Took me a while.
And actually, interesting to note, the Torah book, when we read it from the Torah scroll, it's called the Sefer Torah. But when we read it from a book, meaning in my home, we have the 5 books of Moses. It's called in Hebrew the Torah book, but it's called also the Chumash in Hebrew. A Chumash, Don, if you look at the blue Chumash that I think you have, on the front it would say the word Chumash. And it comes from the word Chamisha, which is 5. It's the same root. Just a little bit differently pronounced.
Rabbi, excuse me, what's the difference between chamesh and chamisha?
Good question. There's not much of a difference. It's it's actually in the masculine or the feminine. Whenever you have a hey at the end, it's actually making something in the feminine.
Got it.
So certain words or certain in certain contexts, it's in the feminine. Whenever there's a hey at the end, it makes it her, or talking about in the feminine. Let's say a neshama, which means a soul. I have to put up the word, but it has a hey at the end, because a soul is actually a feminine term. It's known as a in the feminine, and it's a little confusing for English speakers because a soul is neither masculine or feminine. But in Hebrew, everything has a masculine or feminine to it, and that's more advanced. But many languages, like French, also has that. Something is either referred to in the masculine or the feminine. English is much more general and basic. But Emil, I'm sure you could list me 10 languages that will show you the feminine and the masculine to it. All right. I don't think we did this page yet. Okay, so Don, I'll have you start the first 2 lines.
Ota,
Nice.
chola. Go, ga.
Almost. This would be the Dalit, like for
Oh,
Don.
sorry.
No problem. So
Doda.
Doda. Good.
That's an ant, right? Or some Doda. Anyway.
Very good. Doda is an ant.
Okay,
Like
great.
A-U-N-T. Yeah, very good.
Only
Exactly.
things from like 50 years ago.
That's incredible. Wow. Yes.
Go. Yado.
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 Dalit. Awesome. Don't worry. Continue. That was great.
Oh, keep
The
going.
next one.
Okay. Ta, tavo.
Nice.
Ko, va. Kova, head or hat.
Yeah, wow.
No, da, and ho, da.
Amazing. Awesome. Emil, you want to read the next line?
Ali.
No.
Do the cholam sound by the lamed. So this would be hello.
Oh, say it again. Ho.
Almost a ha and then lo.
Oh,
Hello.
Hello. Right.
Nice.
Po.
Nice.
Bore.
Nice, Bore, like Bore Puri-Hagafen. Exactly, very good. And Madeline, you want to read the last line?
Otse,
Nice,
Dode,
nice,
Boche,
nice.
Dome.
Perfect. Awesome. Okay. I think this is the last sound of the day. It makes it makes the oo sound. It's called a kubutz. It's a fun word, kubutz. And it's also 3 letters, but the way these 3 letters are shaped is obviously different than any one we've seen before. It makes an oo sound, and it goes oo, kubutz. And look at these cool 3 juggling balls. It'll go in it, I think. Oh, juggling 3 balls when you suddenly see them drop. There you go. Oops. There you go. Okay, so we're going to start this, and then we're going to actually give a few minutes of review. But I just want to already introduce the new vowel, and then we're going to take a break for review. This would be oo, bu, vu, gu, du, hu, vu, zu, hu, tu, you, ku, hu, lu, mu, nu, su, u, pu, fu, tsu, ku, ru, shu, su, tu, and tu. And we'll take a break here. This is the new vowel. We'll give everyone 5 minutes to review these flashcards all the way through the kubutz. And if you want to get a drink, I'm personally going to get a little glass of orange juice to take me along, and then we'll finish off the class with these last 2 vowels.
What are the flashcard numbers?
You know what? I actually left the flashcards in the kitchen, so I'm going to check. I think it's starting from 45. I think, but I'm actually going to get my flashcards.
Well, 30.
Say again?
30 is where the comet starts.
Oh, so but this week's lesson, I think, starts from, that's my
37, yeah, for this week.
37. Okay, thank you. I'm going to get the flashcards and a glass of oranges, and I'll be right back. And then we'll actually do some review together also.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we will continue. So now we're up to flashcard 54. That's where we're up to currently. But the lesson we're in now starts at flashcard 45. That was pretty good. I think I was right on. So today's lesson starts on flashcard 45. So far we're up to 54, but we're going to be learning a few more flashcards. We're going to end today at 59. So just to do some review, We know as Karen was saying, last week's lesson began at flashcard 30, and that introduced the kamatz, then the patach, the tseirei, and the segel. And today we've just introduced so far the cholam, which makes the O sound, the chirik, which makes the E sound, and then the kubutz. When the three juggling balls drop, you go oops. So that makes the oo sound. And then we're going to concentrate on this page now, which is flashcard 55, I think. Okay. Emil, we'll start with you. Do you mind reading the top line?
Okay. Okay, hold on.
Oh yeah, take your time.
You,
Good.
ku, zu, u, zu,
Yeah.
mu, su, ku, ku.
Who and who.
Hu and ku. Good.
No, ku and ku.
And you could continue, Emil. You're doing great.
Okay, you, su,
And under the ayin, Emil, I'll do more of an oo sound instead of you. Ooh. Because it just takes on the. Good.
okay, tu, nu, gu, gu, fu,
Nice.
wu.
Vu, very good. And Karen, you want to read the last line?
Sure. Su, tu, pu, lu, bu, hu, vu, du.
Good. And the first letter was a shu, like with the dot on the top
Shu.
right. So that's a shu. Good.
Sure.
Okay. So now the easy part is this makes the oo sound. It's called the kubutz. The next vowel, it makes the exact same sound. It just looks different, but it also makes an oo. It looks like this. So this is the vowel. The dot, instead of it being on the top, which was the cholam vowel, for this one, the dot is in the middle. And it makes an oo sound also. It's called a shuruk. I think we have it spelled for you at the bottom. But the point is, it makes an oo sound as well. So this is the second vowel that we've had that uses a symbol of a vav, but it doesn't make the vav sound. Either the dot is on top of it and it makes the O sound, or the dot is in it, in the middle of it, and it makes the oo sound. So a question that you may have is, how do we know when, like how does the Torah choose, or how does the prayer book choose when it's going to use those shuruk, which is those three juggling balls under, or the kubutz or the shuruk? I don't know. I don't know the answer. Sometimes the oo sound either looks like this, or the oo sound will be those three dots beneath the letter, but it makes the oo sound. And the way you think of it is, if you're hit by a ball in the stomach, you go ooh. So that's the oo sound. So the good way to use a sports analogy, any coach tells their players, keep your eyes on the ball. So if the dot is at the top, it's a cholam. If the dot is in middle, it's a shuruk. So O or U. And we're going to be, this is going to be the final part of the class, is focusing on the shuruk, which is awesome. And then you're well on your way for Hebrew reading after we get this. So this would be U, Bu, Vu, Gu, Du, Hu. This one I would say is a tricky one because you have the U sound, but it's with a Vav. So this would be Vu, Zu, Hu, Tu, Yu, Ku, Hu, Lu, Mu, Nu, Su, U, Pu, Fu, Tu, Ku, Ru, Shu, Su, Tu, and Tu. Okay. Any questions before we take this to the next step? Okay. Okay, so once again, this is the same thing, just mixed up. This would be mu, zu, u, du, u, chu, gu, su, ku, ru, tsu, ku, bu, shu, pu, vu, chu, tu, tu, hu, nu, which is a good word to know. It's maybe the word that defies all description. When you just say nu, it can mean a bunch of things. It's a very important word to know. And then you have su, vu, yu, lu, fu, and tu.
Would you repeat on the second to last line, the second word, please?
Yeah, let me just make sure it's a second. This is pu.
Thank you.
Talk about this one. Yeah, awesome. Okay, now let's get to real words. Don, I'm going to start with you. The first 2 lines.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Uru.
Good.
Uru.
Uru. With resh, right? So uru. Good.
Uru.
Yeah.
Nusu. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gulu.
Nice.
Oh boy. Okay. Ku.
Huku. Good.
Kumu.
Nice.
Utu.
Uh-huh.
Hulu.
Nice. Perfect. Madeline, you want to read the last 2 lines?
Yeah. Muru. No.
Mudu. Good.
Fu.
Nice.
Dugu. Munu.
Nice.
Want me to keep going?
Sure.
Turu. Sumu.
Nice.
Lu. Vu.
Good. That was a hard word because you have the vav and the kubuts. Sorry, the
And
shurk. Very good. Luvu. Perfect.
Kubu.
Kubu. Good. With the
Kubu.
cuff. Kubu. Awesome.
It's not a cha.
The last word, right? The cuff. This is the cough drop in there. So this would be the cuff. So this would be kubu.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And just to see how far we've come, it's amazing because the cuff and the bet look kind of similar, but the bet has the bump in there, and that's, you see how things are just coming more naturally. The more you practice, the more you study, the more you familiarize, the smoother and the easier the words and the letters look and become, which is amazing. Awesome. Emil, you want to read the first 2 lines?
Yeah. Tube.
With the vet, so tuv.
Shoop.
Shuv, good.
Yeah. And Zug.
Zug, very good. A zug is a couple. Nice. Continue.
Jud.
Yeah, very good.
Hoot.
Mm-hmm.
Gur.
Goof with a final fe at the end. Goof.
Root.
Root, very good. So goof means a body. That second to last word you just said. Goof is a body. And root, some of you may be familiar or have a friend named Ruth. The English name is Ruth, but Ruth, or in Hebrew her name was Ruth, was an incredible Jewish woman who was the great-grandmother of King David. She converted to Judaism. Medina gave an incredible women's class about Ruth. Madeline, were you at that Torah and Tea about Ruth? Medina we have a recording of it. I wish I was at the class. I think I have to disguise as a woman to, like, Yentl. Was that Barbara Streisand's video? Was it Yentl, I think it's called? But Ruth is a woman of great lessons that we learn from in the Torah. there's an entire Megillah. It's one of the Megillah that we're familiar with is the Megillah that we read on Purim. We know the whole Megillah. That's where the expression comes from. But there's other Megillahs, other scrolls that we read. One of them is the Megillah, the scroll of Ruth, and it's a story of Ruth. It's a long story. I'm not going to share all of it, but she converted to Judaism, and even after her husband died, she wanted to be part of the Jewish people, and she wasn't living in Israel. And she told her mother-in-law, who was Jewish, who lost her child, "Where you go, I go. Where you will be buried, I will be buried." And actually, we know from there the importance of being buried in a Jewish cemetery from Ruth. So that the source of not just burial, but being buried in a Jewish cemetery, it comes from Ruth, which it's a long story, but that's Ruth in Hebrew. Some of you may be familiar with this next word. A shuk is the Israeli marketplace. It's called a shuk. Let's see, I'll give this over to you guys to read. Karen, you want to read these two bottom lines?
Sure. Shuk,
Nice.
sus. Is that sweet?
Sus means a horse, actually.
Okay. Toot,
Uh-huh.
hoots, gur. Is that right? Gur.
Yep.
Shum,
Mm-hmm.
nun,
Yep.
uts, mum.
Good. And with the ooze, I would do more of a Z sound at the end. Instead of a TZ, do ooze. Because if you say oots, it would be more of a tzaddik there. Good.
Okay.
Amazing.
Ooze.
Okay, now we have a full page. Don, for some reason, you're always first on my screen, so I pick on you first. But
Okay.
for the intimidating pages. But if you don't mind reading the first two lines.
Sure. Lulav.
Yeah, lulav is actually the mitzvah on Sukkot. We shake the lulav. Is one of the four kinds of whatever, four kinds that we shake on the holiday. Go ahead, lulav. Good.
Lukach.
Nice.
You Yuchal.
Perfect. Yeah.
Barur.
Baruch. Good. Baruch is a good Hebrew word. Baruch means for sure, certainly, definitely. So it's Israelis always say, "Oh, for sure." So the word is baruch. It's a very commonly used word.
Lagur.
Nice.
Lagur.
Yeah.
Nafu.
Yeah, nafutz. You got it. Yeah.
Turat.
Amazing. Awesome. Madeline, you want to read the next two lines?
Okay, I have to move this. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Shun.
Say it again. Yeah, very good. Shushan. Shushan is actually the city where the story of Purim took place. Shushan was the capital city of ancient Persia, current-day Iran, where the whole story of Purim with Mordechai, which, Madeline, if I'm not mistaken, is your husband's Jewish name, right? Mordechai and Esther, the story took place in Shushan. Unfortunately, I just saw, Don, maybe you're more familiar, but a few months ago, there was politics, of course. They threatened that if there wasn't a prisoner swap or something, there wasn't maybe a lifting of certain sanctions, that they were going to torch the tombs of Mordechai and Esther. They're buried in Shushan, I think, I don't know which city in Iran, but anyway, I think it was recently torched, Mordechai and Esther's tomb, but it was in Shushan.
Oh
Continue.
my God.
Chulatz.
Nice.
Mabul.
Mabul, because it's the oo sound. Good. And Mabul is a big insult in Hebrew. Mabul literally means the flood. In the Torah, when it talks about Noah's flood, it's known as the Mabul, which means the flood, the great flood. But nowadays, the word Mabul is like an insult when a person is deranged. When a person wants to call the other guy like mixed up, they call him Mabul. The guy is Mabul. That's how the term they would use. So we're learning all
Mabubelet.
the good. We're learning all the good words now. What did you say, Karen?
But I remember a word, mebubelet, confused.
Yeah, that's it's part of the same word. Exactly. Mibulbelet is the nicer way of saying I'm confused. But when you're insulting someone, you say the guy has a flood going on in his mind. You would say mabul, but it's all the same word. Yeah, very good.
Okay.
Continue, Madeline.
Bachutz.
Uh-huh. Continue. Say the next line as well.
I have to move this again. Ashur.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a tough one because that's just the vowel at the beginning. So it's just oo.
Ooh.
Exactly. You just say oo.
Ubain.
Perfect. Ubain.
Ubait.
Mm-hmm.
Umate.
Amazing. So just for the record, you guys are literally reading full Hebrew. There's one vowel that we didn't learn yet. But other than that, like in 4 weeks, it's amazing to see. And really, it's not from our hour to hour and a half on Sunday mornings. It's really from your practice that you're able to learn the new letters and vowels and use what you learned before to combine them all with what you learned. So it's amazing. Emil, you want to read the last line?
Well, actually, the bottom is cut off. So
Oh, the
I
bottom's
cannot-
cut up? Okay, Karen, are you able to read it?
Okay, I'll try. Hey, wrote.
Perfect. Cheirut. Good.
Oh, I can see it now.
Take it, Emil.
Okay, this no, it's cut off again whenever
Okay.
I'll continue.
Mehutz.
Uh-huh.
A dot.
Yeah, a doot. Good.
Edut, sorry, edut.
No problem.
Sukkot.
Amazing. So Sukkot is the holiday in the harvest season in the fall. When we sit in a sukkah, the holiday itself is called Sukkot, which is the plural of huts. But if you're pronouncing it with the Ashkenazic pronunciation, once again, this would be called Sukkos. Because the s at the end instead of the ta, but we pronounce it Sukkot for our class here. Awesome. And I think we have just one more screen or something. Obviously, it has to be the hardest one. It looks intimidating. And if I was showing this to you 4 weeks ago, and I would say you would be able to read this, you would be like, no way. But now you could actually read every single letter, vowel, all of this. So let's see. Karen, you want to read the first 2 lines? Oh, actually, Karen, you just read, right?
I did.
Emil, you want to read the first line or 2? Whatever you want.
Puum.
So do under the resh, there's a chirik, so do an E sound. So this would be Purim. So good. Purim is the happiest day of the Jewish calendar, the holiday of Purim. Good.
Kem.
Good. Chukim.
Oh, that's an E, yeah.
Turim. Good.
Oh, Rem, that's a Reich, yeah, Reich.
Yeah. Continue. You want to read the next line?
Okay. Periwu. That's
Good.
an E.
With the tzaddik at the end, the final tzaddik would be pirutz. Good. I think I heard you say the tzad, and that was good. Pirutz.
Muhu.
Mehutz.
Ku. Douche.
Good. So the do is right because that's the u sound for the shuruk. But sorry, the kubus I think it's called. But the kuf has a chirik underneath it, so that would be ki. So this would be kiddush, which is what you do with Karen every Friday night now. Kiddush, right?
Right.
Awesome. Continue.
Okay. Nu.
Good. Otanu. Good.
That's a O, yeah, Otanu. Bavur.
Good. Bavur. Good. And even though the ayin usually would be silent, since it has a vowel, you would actually pronounce this. So this would be ba-a-vur.
Oh,
Awesome. Madeline, you want to read the next 2 lines, please?
Okay. I have to move this.
Sure.
Okay. Ray. Ayo.
Yeah,
Ray-
perfect. Re'ehu, good.
Ayo. Okay. Rabbeinu.
Nice.
Mimenu. Tapuhim.
Nice.
Afilu.
Amazing. Great. And let's see, Don, you want to read the next 2 lines?
Okay. Haluchut. Haluchut.
Hold on. Go
Wait,
up
where-
1 line. We start from this one. Do you see my mouse?
Oh, this one. I'm sorry, I was on the wrong
No, no
line.
problem.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Okay. Ha nu ka
Perfect. Hanukkah. The holiday.
Hanukkah. Okay. Ha tu na
Good.
Chatuna.
Chatuna means a Jewish wedding. Awesome.
Okay. Ki ba be
Good. With the
lu
lamed, kibel. Good.
and et.
Amazing. Continue.
Haluchut. Haluchut.
Haluchot. Good.
Haluchut. Be ha elukim.
Good. And the cholam, I want the top, the dot at the top left of the lamed, make more of an O sound. So meha elokim.
Okay.
Okay.
Would say that again.
Yeah, me ha elokim.
Okay.
And just the
Okay.
lamed, I want more of the low sound.
Low,
Instead of
yeah.
lu. Good. For cholam.
Okay. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay. So
Moshe.
Moshe.
Perfect.
Moshe.
Moshe is
Okay.
Moses. Good.
Rabbeinu.
Moshe Rabbeinu. Good.
Natan.
Yeah. Awesome. And for Moses, so in Hebrew, the name Moses is Moshe. And Moshe, whenever his name is mentioned, we always refer to him as Moshe Rabbeinu. Rabbeinu means our teacher. So all the leaders have a name that come with them. Let's say Mordechai, which we mentioned his name a little earlier. Mordechai is known as Mordechai HaYehudi, Mordechai the Jew. And every leader has, King David is called David HaMelech, David the king. So every leader has their title. Moshe's is Moshe Rabbeinu. Awesome. And the final 3 words is Lanu et HaTorah. And you're actually reading full sentences. Over here it means the tablets from God. Moses, our teacher. Natan means gave us. Lanu to us. Et HaTorah, the Torah. So you see the word Torah right there. And I think that concludes our class. Awesome. That was amazing. So let me stop sharing for a minute. Tell you what our plan is. First of all, that was absolutely phenomenal. You're reading full words, sentences, and you're not just reading it, you're reading it with confidence, which I love. Another word is nachas. That's beautiful to see. That's awesome. But don't forget the importance of review, because learning new letters quickly in an hour to an hour and a half won't really stick unless you spend like literally 10 minutes at least a day reviewing. And most of you saw this week, I'm available to answer questions, emails, or phone calls. Feel free to ask me. I'm here to help. I'll also send all of you the recording. And Emil, I think now I have your email address, so I'll send you this week's recording and last week's as well.
Appreciate it.
Any questions before we sign off? Okay, so a little change in schedule for tonight. We were actually showing a film, but there's we're joining with other Chabads in the Bay Area. We invited an orator. He's an incredible speaker. I'm a big fan of his. His name is Rabbi Jacobson, and he'll be talking about Jewish unity in preparation for the Rebbe's yard site, his anniversary of passing, which is coming up in a week and a half. So he's going to be speaking this evening at 7 p.m. And now with Zoom, he's actually speaking from, he lives in New York, but he'll be speaking for our communities, and that'll be at 7 p.m. tonight. You already just got an email this morning about it. Check your emails. And therefore, the film will be tomorrow night. And for those that signed up for the film but are not able to accommodate, we'll definitely give a reimbursement for it. But I didn't want to lose the opportunity of having Rabbi Jacobson speak to our community. He's an incredibly gifted speaker, and I think you'll all be inspired. I'll be watching it, and I hope you will as well. So that'll be this evening at 7. Yes.
And to access that, we just go to the Jewish Nevada website and there's a Zoom link.
Yeah, exactly. There's a Zoom link. I sent it to your email, so you would have gotten the Zoom link. But yeah, and also you could just text me, and I'll resend it. But yeah, it'll be on our website also.
And another question, Rabbi, you had mentioned Tea and Torah class that Adina.
Yeah.
Is that available?
Yep, I will send. They're all on our website. It's a simple link. It's jewishnevada.com/virtual. But I will still, I'll send you the link to the Torah and Tea with Adina.
That particular one.
Yeah, the one of Ruth.
Thank you.
But she, it's ongoing. It's on Tuesdays. Yeah. And she has I think over 30 women that join her Tuesdays at 1 p.m. for a Torah and Tea. It's a beautiful time to learn with Adina. There's a lot to learn. All right, everyone, have a Shavua Tov. You would actually know how to spell that. Shavua would be a shin with a patach, a vet with a u, with a kubutz, shavu, and then an ayin with a patach, shavua. And tov would be a tet with a cholam, and then a vet. Shavua Tov. Have a great week, and we'll learn again next week together.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. This was fun.
Everybody.
Thank you all.
Bye.